Nedimation noun. Majos, not sure. Realistic, not sure. Intriguing, yes. Distress, not sure. Tireful, yes. Humiliating, yes. Music, yes. Latiment, not sure. Thor, not sure. Plausible, yes. Villain, not sure. Departure, not sure. Empirical, yes. Kurais, I don't know. Wine, yes. Sequent, I don't know. Slate, don't know. With the final door.
The recipe looks easy.
I'll explain to you later on.
I have a headache now. I have a headache now.
Restaurants, bakeries, traditional clothing boutiques, and specialty shops can be found in both areas.
I asked my boss for a pay raise. I asked my boss for a pay raise. I asked my boss for a pay raise.
He looked for a profitable investment for his capital.
He waved to his friend. He waved to his friend.
Material science encompasses various classes of materials, each of which may constitute a separate field.
The plane climbed high into the sky. The plane climbed high into the sky. They are more receptive to the effects of this medication than the last group. They are more receptive to the effects of this medication than the last group. They are more receptive to the effects of this medication than the last group.
For instance, it forces administrators to clarify, amend, or establish their policies.
Philosophers will also often use both real and imaginary examples to make a point. Philosophers will also often use both real and imaginary examples to make a point. Philosophers will also often use both real and it also varies seasonally, depending on which fruits and vegetables are ripe. It also varies seasonally, depending on which fruits and vegetables are ripe. It also varies seasonally, depending on which fruits and vegetables are ripe.
The development of Ju as a number is one of the most important developments in early mathematics.
One was the great success of farmers in breeding cattle and crop plants. One was the great success of farmers in breeding cattle and crop plants. One was the great success of farmers in breeding cattle and crop plants.
Environmentalists and some economists believe that a growing community cannot compel or the environment. They argue that the community cannot promote growth. Cannot promote growth by imposing a standard for the best to spend money on. Growing economic. Many economists and listeners now believe they are the best strategy for promoting the economy while the productive activities. Thus, economic market economic most of the according to this report, to some environmental economists believe what do economists say about the pollution control solutions?
Sure, what is it? Let me take a look. Okay, so these scholarships are for students who are doing research in the field of computer science. The scholarships also require that students have published research or presented at a conference before. Have you done either of those? Oh, it says here at the end of the description that the scholarships are only available to graduate students. So you wouldn't be eligible, but keep looking in the event that there are other opportunities for you.
Oh, I don't
Talk about a decision you made recently. How did you decide what to do? Talk about a decision you made recently. How did you decide what to do?
So the decision that I have made recently is studying to the abroad. Recently, I am about on the process of studying the abroad. There are the numerous of the things that make me to shape my decision of studying the abroad. First and first more, I would say there is a more advanced educations and practical knowledge of the abroad educations makes me attract towards that. The other reason I would say there is a lot of opportunity that I am seeking um, for my faculty. In this way, I have seen a lot of the opportunities, the practical knowledge, the enhancement of my skill, and also for the explorations of the different culture and tradition around the world make me makes me to shape my decisions to study abroad. Also, as I'm living out of my house, it make me realize that exploring yourself provide you a lot of opportunity within yourselves and helps to rebuild or build your career opportunity a very vast way. This is the picture of the three men sitting at the roadside in a cemented bench and working themselves differently. It seems all three are unknown to each other and sitting aside of it. We can see that one person is continuously thinking of something while another is keeping something out of their briefcase, while the other who oppositely faced of the blue shirt man is might look some depressed or waiting for a bus, it seems, as we are, which is not clear in the pictures. We can see that there is the shadow of the cemented bench. We can assume that it's a daytime and have a sunny weather around, so that there have a shadow of the cemented bench as well. The blue-shirted man looks a professional as he wears completely a formal dress, or might thinking of something or waiting for the client. Whether other the gray person is completely look like a statue or just doing something comedian work, while other is just waiting for the car. Did you discuss something that has made the something that has made a big impact on my life, I would say it's a confident. I have seen a lot of the people talking in front of the huge audience or doing something to make them impressive, or just say to make them believe in their words. I feel, in my opinion, this will be more influences as you have the capability to speak out in front of a huge and large audience and try to convey them by your own words with your own opinion. It's a great deal, according to me, as it takes a lot of courage to speak out in front of a large group of audience. It changed my point of view as being BBA students. We always have to face such situations to present a presentation in front of the huge group of people, audiences, or sometimes the external supervisors as well. So it changed my point of view of behavior to be confident, as the confident is not a part of your behavior, but it develops with the practices. So yes, it does change my point of view of behavior as well to be confident. The particular person that comes on my mind when I read this question is my friend Nitusa, who is a very good at giving advice, I would say, as he is more confident in his field and whatever the career he has chosen, and he is very serious and dedicated towards it. I believe that he is the one who knows the meaning of the freedom, the meaning of the independency, and the meaning of the determination and hard works towards their career. A piece of the advice that he provide me, that the all female and I would say all the feminism should be independent by their own, so that if there should come arise any kind of the obstacle or problem that might arise in their life, they can able to take care of that by themselves without being dependent on anybody else in the world. As I am his female friend, he always suggests me that the girl should be independent. She should not be dependent on any of the men for her daily work or the daily take care. The piece of the advice that he always given me, that a girl should be independent and always have a great concentration towards their study, which makes her independently to work around the world. So in that way she should not have to depend on anybody for the food, shelter, clothes, or anybody else in the entire world. It make a lot of differences in the people lives. As being a person from the conservative society, we always have a myth that we should female should be dependent on their father, brother, husband, on later on son, which might not work for the some of the women due to the various of the causes happening to her. Sometimes it might because her husband passed away, or sometimes their son do not take care of that. There are a variety of the reasons that arises. So it makes me a huge difference on me that a girl should be independent by herself, as she has a equal cerebral capacity to tackle with the world and have a capacity to deal with the world and earn by themselves for their daily purposes, food, clothes, shelter, and etc. So I believe it makes a difference for me. Lagi